So guys, I'm a day late to this video. I'm a day and a bit late to this video because this was from before the Indiana Fever game, but obviously, as you guys can tell, I'm not home. I flew out. Basically, I'm in the other side of the continent right now, and my video schedule has been all over the place. Been absolutely all over the place. So I'm so late to this news, but I just want to give my opinion on it. At the end of the day, at this stage, this isn't breaking news. This is just giving my opinion on a topic, which a lot of people are asking me to give my opinion on, and it's about what Stephanie White said in this post. So shout out Chloe Peterson for this. This is from her Twitter, but let's take a listen to what Stephanie White said, and this is about shutting down Caitlin.
Yeah, I think just having conversation with her and collaborating, and we knew that West Coast road trip was going to be a big one to see where we could get and how far we could get, and I think at the end of the day, she's been working her butt off to be able to get back, and we've kind of run out of time to be able to do it in a safe way, in a safe manner.
So that seems to be the thing where it's like, we're running out of time to do it in a safe manner, where it's not necessary. I don't think it's necessarily that Caitlin can't play. It's that Caitlin's probably in the same situation as she was when she played before. As in, she came back, played 5 games, got injured, came back, played 4 games, got injured. Am I right in that? 4, 5, 4. Yeah. Or 4 games, then 5 games, whatever way it was. I think it was 5 got injured, 4 got injured. So I think they're scared that if they bring back Caitlin now, maybe, that she's going to go and pick up another soft tissue injury. That's my interpretation of what's happening right now. That's what it sounds like to me.
And I think we've all been very open and upfront with her long-term health and wellness is the most important thing. And to be in a position that you need to be in to play at this time of the year, we just ran out of time to get her there.
Steph, what stood out to you about Caitlin and kind of the ray of emotion she probably felt as you came to this?
So yeah, honestly, it does seem like it was, as much as anything, the team not wanting to bring back Caitlin. It did seem like, whether it be a little bit on Caitlin, I'd say the team were just like, 1, it's a risk bringing you back. 2, even if we bring you back, you're not going to be good enough by the time the playoffs comes to be an asset to our team. That's kind of what it seems like. That's what it seems like. Obviously, I don't know. I'm not in these conversations, but from everything we've heard, that's what it seems like.
Decision.
Yeah, it's frustrating. Number one, just all the injuries that she's had. Obviously, I wouldn't speak for her, but and the amount of work that she's put in to position herself to be able to play, and then to have to ultimately make this decision. There's disappointment. There's the obvious frustration that's come with not being healthy really for an entire season. But ultimately, I think the big picture is the most important thing, and those are conversations that we've continued to have. And the message has continued to be that it's not her long-term health and wellness, and her being 100% when she's ready to go is the most important thing.
So it sounds like the team shut her down. Steph doesn't want her back. I don't necessarily believe this. I also don't necessarily think she wants to win without Caitlin, because I don't think she wins without Caitlin. At the end of the day, shut her down and called her injury a blessing in disguise. Thought it was a blessing in disguise. There's disappointment, that's not what you said early on, not a blessing in disguise anymore, because you got 3 blessings after saying it. Considering they've been talking about long-term health since July, it seems like the team decided they were shutting her down regardless of how she was progressing. That is my take, obviously, literally my take. I think that it was a situation where, unless she got 1,000,000% healthy, like, this team didn't have a proper practice for the guts of a month. This team has practiced maybe. It's like when we look at the New York Liberty, why I think they're so much of a threat in the playoffs is the New York Liberty have barely practiced. Like, since Emma Messiman's come there, they've practiced twice. So I'm just like, when you get proper, good quality practice in, it makes a huge difference. And the Fever haven't practiced. Because they haven't practiced, Caitlin Clark hasn't been able to ramp it up fully. And because they haven't practiced, they haven't seen her at full speed and with contact in practice. And They're not going to let her play even no matter how much she wants to. I think it was the organization shutting her down. It sounds like it was the organization shutting her down rather than Caitlin wanting to be shut down. Translation, they shut her down. Yeah. For me, this one makes so little sense because from an organizational standpoint, what benefit is it for you guys scraping in as the 8th seed and getting swept, or the 7th seed and getting swept? Shout out New York for beating Seattle and probably getting us to the 7th seed. I don't understand what the benefit is of Caitlin Clark, of shutting her down and not going tank mode. And not, you might be saying, oh, but they'll win with Kelsey Mitchell and all these players. No, going tank mode is when Ari goes down and Caitlin goes down. Instead of bringing in Odyssey Sims, you bring in Serena Sundell. You start bringing in these rookies. Instead of bringing in Aerial Powers, you bring in Bree Hall initially. The Fever are in some weird Chicago Sky scenario where they're trying to tread water, knowing the outcome is not going to be good. The Indiana Fever, in my opinion, are the only team that don't have the only team in the playoffs that don't have their own first pick or their own first round. That have their own first round and have no chance of winning a championship. As in, the Sparks who won't make the playoffs, the Sparks are giving that pick to the Storm from the Rakia Jackson trade. The Seattle Storm don't have their own pick, so they need to win. They don't have their own pick. The Sparks don't have their own pick, which they should have wanted to make the playoffs. And every team above, other than the Valks, but the Valks are this feel-good story. I think the Valks, in hindsight, the Valks have a really young team, young players wanting to come back, and they have Juste Jacite coming in next year, so they essentially have their top 5 picks ordered. So the Valks and the Fever, and I still give the Valks a puncher's chance. I don't know why, I just give this Valks team a puncher's chance against anybody. They remind me almost of Leicester City type vibes, where it's they just feel like one of those teams that if they can steal a game on the road, they might not lose a home game in the playoffs. So the Indiana Fever, for me, it doesn't make any sense why they simultaneously went to look to compete when they knew Caitlin Clark wasn't coming back, and they were the ones seemingly to shut Caitlin Clark down. Because there's no way Caitlin's working as hard as she is if it's her team saying no. There's no way that Caitlin's team is in her ear saying, look, you've got to, there's no chance of you playing. So you're going to just keep practicing and ramping it up and trying to get back playing. But, you're not going to be cleared. Her team's not going to let her do that. Her team probably said, you know what, you can get back playing. And I would assume that that's the case. So anyway, yeah, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. It seems like the Fever shut her down. When they're going against the Lynx, will be out in the first round. They made the call. They're not playing the Lynx. They're not playing the Lynx at all, thankfully. But yeah, a big game needed tonight to guarantee the 7th seed. But anyway, that's the video. I'll see you guys. Oops, sorry, laptop bit at me. There we go.